Hello everyone, and welcome to your second royal reading today here at MadWorldTarot. And I have the cute ghost tarot on the tarot table today because I'm looking at the ghost child in Lilibet, as she is very often called, Lilibet, who at the ripe old age of 3 has apparently found her voice. That's according to her doting mother, Meghan Markle, who was in Colombia regaling us yet again with that dish soap story and reminding us that she has spawned a prodigy in the guise of Princess Lilibet, who has found her voice. And there was a wonderfully amusing article by Michael Deacon in the Telegraph about this pronouncement from Meghan Markle. And I'm quoting from this article. He says, "I like to imagine this precocious young activist at nursery leading the other toddlers on a march for peace in Gaza, or demanding action on climate change by gluing her bottom to a garden swing, or delivering a TED talk to her Barbie dolls about gender equity." He goes on to say that, of course, Meghan has put the rest of us to shame with her brilliant parenting. So I'm going to have a look at her brilliant parenting that has spawned this child prodigy, this 3-year-old activist who has found her voice. Move over, Greta Thunberg. And we're going to have a look and find out about this child prodigy. Who is Lilibet right now? Tell us about her. I want to know about the magnificent parenting that has enabled her to find her voice. Parenting from Meghan Markle that doesn't seem to include long trips overseas at strategic moments in time when children should be going to school for the first time, or Halloween or 4th of July or things like that. So we want to know about Meghan's parenting, her magnificent parenting. I want to know why the need to promote this notion that her children are so magnificent when Lilibet is so magnificent. And tell us how this relationship between mother and child is developing. And yes, there is a bit of snark in here, but that's allowed because this is just tarot for fun and entertainment, and I thought that that article was particularly entertaining. And I'm just doing tarot, and it is just my opinion, and it's all speculation, and I just read energy, and it's archetypal energy because we're dealing with the archetypal royal family, and Meghan does love a good archetype. And there is, of course, I think we've got our cards, a disclaimer in the box below. And because we're talking about a child, let's not be unkind about the child if we discuss her in the comments. So there we go. A little 5-card reading looking at Lilibet, who at the age of 3 has found her voice. Amazing. But miracles do happen. We got the Queen of Cups in reverse as the underlying energy. That, of course, is Mummy Diana energy. Eternally, Mummy Diana, the best mother that ever was. Not, in my opinion, and many others. Now, unfortunately, her flaws as a parent, I think, unfortunately, for her memory have been revealed by the has-been unwittingly, but that's my opinion, and other people do also express similar points of view. Queen of Cups in reverse. Something that's gone awry, maybe emotionally, because it's cold and disconnected when the Queen of Cups is in reverse, and I don't like seeing that when we're dealing with a child. Allegedly, there is a child we never see. I can't think when last we saw even a sign of her. Perhaps those blurry photos last year, the 4th of July parade, ostensibly in Montecito. Queen of Cups in reverse is somebody who doesn't have any emotional rapport, who is cold, unfeeling, manipulative emotionally, can also be that kind of an energy. That is our underlying energy. That's what's coming through for me as an energy reader. So let's see the situation that we're dealing with this child who has found her voice. We've got the King of Blades. That's the King of Swords there. I think that this is this Michael Deacon character. People who are calling it out now. Meghan's been called out about her Spanish. her alleged fluency in Spanish. She's so fluent she had to rush off the stage when she was asked a question, an off-the-cuff kind of a question in Spanish. She had to flee the scene. And there's been plenty of people discussing that, and quite mainstream people discussing it. There have been people picking apart that dish soap story in mainstream media. And now the 3-year-old who's found her voice, the absurdity of it. It's truth-telling. With the pen, the king of blades. Publishing is media, is high up people in the press. That's what's coming through for me. If you want to make claims like this, you need to back them up. There was no backup, and this is why he spent some time in this paragraph speculating about what this young activist who's found her voice might look like, because we're not given any hints. We're just told this pronouncement and expected to believe it because it's come from the oracle herself, Meghan Markle. So tell us about Lilibet. Who is she? Age 3. What energy can we find in the cards for her? We got the Lovers, little Gemini. That's what she is. Might have turned into the Golden Child with that card. Something about her is what's the focus of interest. Lovers doesn't have to be romantic, and obviously we're not dealing with romantic here kind of feelings. We're dealing with a choice, a chosen one. And that's what's coming through, because the Lovers card is also the choice card. And so I think chosen one. Golden Child also would be known as very, very huge amount of focus on her. It's making me anxious as I say that. The level of focus on her, of investment in her, as this is my prize, this is my treasure, this is my my future. It's what I choose as my future, and what you're all going to choose as your future too, because we have Mummy Diana here. Remember, and she's the blue eyes and the blonde hair and the spitting image of Mummy Diana. That's why I think we never see her, but I'm just expressing my opinion. She might not quite live up to expectations. Poor kid, if that is the case. So let's find out about Meghan's magnificent parenting skills that have produced this prodigy. And there you have them. Deep breath. 10 of Swords. I don't even know what to say about that card. Quite honestly, I don't know what to say. Because it's ruin, desolation, endings, everything terrible. So I don't see parenting in there, especially when I've got the Queen of Cups in reverse. You could almost come back to this Lovers card and say it's, in my opinion, and I'm speculating, of course, a kind of a fiction, a romantic notion of the child. We're going to ask that question. Why all this over-egging and this claim to magnificence? When she talks about this child, she talked about them both in the CBS interview. They're amazing. And that raised eyebrows as well, because amazing is a very broad term, doesn't say anything really. And finding your voice at 3 doesn't really say anything either. Why? Why all of this? Page of Cups, trying to connect, trying to be relatable. It's messaging. Pages are communications. It's messaging, but the message is coming from a Queen of Cups in reverse with the 10 of Swords sitting over her. So isn't it lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Aren't I wonderful? Isn't the world wonderful? We'll all be singing Louis Armstrong songs if it carries on like this in this reading. Page of Cups is a little girl. So there's the little girl. She's so wonderful. I love her so much. You all need to believe me when I tell you this. And how is this relationship progressing, given that we have the Ten of Swords on the tarot table? The relationship between the mother, the alleged mother, and the alleged child. Two of Coins in reverse. Overwhelmed, dropped the ball. How much longer can she keep this charade going? How much longer? Two eggs there, upright, balancing act, juggling them, showing them, because for me it's a display card when it comes to the Parkles. Look what I have, see what I've got. We don't see what she's got. In reverse, we never see what she's got, those two alleged eggs. Overwhelm, can't keep juggling, can't keep up the pretenses, can't balance things. Things are screaming out of control with that card. And let's remind you of this card. And this card might be why this King of Blades, or King of Swords, as I would rather call him, feels quite comfortable having a bit of a snarky moment, riffing off the claims that Meghan made at that women's whatever-y, who knows what conference she's always insinuating herself into and telling the dish tale to people who really are not interested in it. So started off with a bit of snark and ended in a bit of horror and dismay and concern. As a concerned tarot reader, I'm expressing my concern about this Ten of Blades or Swords. So that is the reading, unfortunately, and thanks for watching. And of course, disclaimer in the box below, and all my opinion and all allegedly.